impressive. You guess it.
I'm gonna do it until it goes out.
All right, we'll do a little Dutch. The Dutch harness horse. Niobe, the 80-year-old gelding, who come up that center gate. For many centuries, Dutchmen bred upright and high-stepping horses.
No, the horse.
Over time, breed for a lighter build, the faster horse.
Pretty horse. That is a pretty.
Fancy, fast, Sunday horse. And high-performance show-ring competitors, Dutch
The age of you.
made their way to the United States following World War II. Can I ask you something, Midwest Horse Fair family? What do y'all think of the movement of this horse? Look at that movement of those horses.
Yeah. Oh,
These look like he was so
people in the way.
That's cool. The American Dutch Harness Horse Association is a registry for high-stepping show horses, with the Dutch Harness Horse as a founding
I want to make it
They
where
came
it
from
says I'm on
15 to
video.
16 or 15
That's why
to
it's
16.
using it.
KWP registry in the Netherlands and the American Dutch Harness Horse Association have the same goal of breeding high-stepping horses. Emily Bragg,
Oh,
again, with the Dutch Harness Horse, has grown up around
Look
horses,
at the next one.
teaching lessons in the game.
The next one is like
At the
feisty.
age of 14, so she knows a lot about the horses even now. This is an amazing example of what we look for in the Dutch Harness Horse. Ladies and gentlemen, Niobe, the 8-year-old gelding, the Dutch Harness Horse, the live race horse represented by Emily Bragg.
Wow, look at all the horses out there. There's so many on my screen. If you look on my screen, there's so many horses out there. Look at all those horses.
I would want to keep it Dutch. How many of you like those Dutch warm bloods on the English side?
That one's a pretty horse.
Look at this in the way he's made it. Talk about the confirmation. And again, the
Oh,
movement.
she's very.
This
She
is
cannot stop running.
GSG, or CSG, Dancing Duncan. A 9-year-old Dutch warm blood gelding. A Dutch warm blood is a warm blood type of horse registered with the Conscience warm blood, partly called Netherlands Royal Warm Blood Studbook of the Netherlands, KWPU, which covers the breeding of competitive dressage and show jumping horses, as well as the show harness horse, the Gertner.
No, she cannot control that horse.
Studbook in North
Bruh.
America. Developed through breeding
She cannot
programs
control that
in the
horse.
1960s. The Dutch are some of the most successful competition horses in post-war Europe. The Dutch Warm Blood is a breed that is extraordinary sport horse that has risen to prominence in the internationally western world. It is often used as a recreational and competitive horse in equine disciplines of dressage, jumping, driving, and so much more. Duncan is a wonder example of the Dutch Warm Blood. He is very graceful in his movements and catches everyone's eye. This Dutch Warm Blood is 17 hands high. He's breathing oxygen that we don't even know about. It's ways up there. Camille Stopnicki has been with us before and brings him back. She's been involved in horses her whole life, grew up riding and showing horses as well. Started driving 8 years ago and loves to go trail riding. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dutch Warm Blood, CSG, Dancing Duncan, the 9-year-old gelding.
There's so
Thank
many
you,
horses.
Camille.
That looks like Bucket. That's coming in there. That looks like Watson, I meant.
Who has ever heard of a horse called the Florida Cracker? This is what they look like.
Does?
This is Henry Stella,
No.
an 11-year-old mare.
This one looks like
The Spanish first brought horses
11-year-old
on
girl.
expeditions in the early 16th century. As colonial settlement progressed, they used horses for herding cattle. Spanish-style gaited horses were found in many colors. The Florida Cracker is a critically endangered horse breed from the United States down in Florida. Stella is a pure cracker as they come. She was bred and born in the family's 4th generation Florida cattle rancher. Her mother, Henry, is feral and has lived in Florida in a Florida swamp her entire life. Her dad, Ian, was a working cow horse owned by the Florida cowboy that made a living working cow his entire life. 20 plus years, which meant the back was still a Marie Berry, Augusta, Georgia, is on board this horse. She's been former rider, given former riding lessons since the age of 4, she's now 31. And competing through the training at the USDA recognizes him, rode IHSA in college as well. It shows you how they work with County Florida. We get the Florida Cracker horse. They're really cool, they're sturdy, they have stamina and can go all day long. The Florida Crackers. Henry Stella, the 11-year-old mare, and Marie Berry. Thank you, Marie.
Horsey.
Not just a quarter horse. How many of you fans of the quarter horse?
Most people like brown horses. Like there's so many
This
brown horses.
is a foundation quarter horse. Lady Coco Sue, a 7-year-old mare. Quarter horses were developed in the 17th century on the East Coast. Thoroughbred horses, mostly notable, a stallion named Sanus, were crossed with local horses to develop the quarter horse. These original horses, now known as foundation quarter horses, were shorter, wider, and stockier than the modern quarter horse, and were strong and versatile.
If I go down
A
there,
foundation quarter horse is any purebred quarter horse which has more than 85% quarter horse blood. Original quarter horse blood. This horse is also known as Amy around the farm, Lady Coco Sue. She's a very talented mare with a heart. She is conformationally correct. She has been shown in many events including Ranch Rainer, Ranch Pleasure, Cow Horse, Ranch Conformation, and has slightly dabbed in English events as well. It was a 2024 top mare through Wisconsin Foundation Quarter Horse Association. Steph Seidel is sharing the life of this Foundation Quarter Horse with us today. Has over 15 years of history and experience with these horses. And the horse being presented today in Western doesn't spin, doesn't stop. And this is Lady Coco Sue, also known as Amy, the 7-year-old mare. How about a Midwest horse fair? Watch this spin. Thank you, Steph.
That is a beautiful horse. I got it. Oh my God,
Where are the Midwest horse fair fans of the Friesian?
That is beautiful.
Gertie Jack, the 16-year-old gelding. The history of the Friesian dates back to the early 16th century. Originated in Friesland, a small province of the Netherlands, it was a valley